If you lack self-discipline, you're severely limiting the goals and the success you can achieve. In this video, we'll go over the top 10 ways to build unbreakable self-discipline. Make sure to watch until the last tip because it's one of the best and more reliable ways to become a goal-achieving machine. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified about more videos like this in the future. But now, let's go straight to the video. So here are the 10 ways to build unbreakable self-discipline. Number 1. Know what you want. If you know what you want, you'll have a much easier time building self-discipline. Those who don't have self-discipline usually wait until they're motivated to do something, but it's more effective to know what you want and go after it. This is because when we're pursuing what we want, we're more focused on the task at hand and have a higher chance of succeeding. Number 2. Reward yourself. As you successfully complete small tasks to move towards your larger long-term goals, remember to reward yourself with small gifts and positive reinforcement. Set up a system of small rewards that double over time and reward yourself with something you enjoy. This is a crucial part of developing self-discipline. When you reward yourself, you're making it easy for yourself to continue to take action towards your goals. Another effortless but very effective way to reward yourself is to simply make a list of tiny tasks and check the item when the job is completed. This reinforces the habit of taking action, which is one of the most significant factors in your success. Make sure to avoid rewarding yourself too much with things that aren't good for you. Otherwise, you may be feeding a bad habit, which might make achieving your goals more difficult in the long run. Number 3. Motivation follows action. Most people think that in order to take action, you need to be motivated, but nothing is further from the truth. If you really want to build unbreakable self-discipline, you need to start taking action before you feel motivated to do it. Let's talk about a real-life example. You need to read an article, but you're postponing it for a long time. Well, don't wait for motivation. Instead, start by reading the first 2 paragraphs and see what happens. Most of the time, you'll feel motivated to continue reading because you took action in the first place. Another trick is to use a timer and only work on something for a set amount of time. You'll find that most of the time, you'll not even be able to take a break because your action will cause your motivation to grow. So, the next time you have to do something but feel like not doing it, remember this tip and just start doing it. Number 4. Get rid of distractions. If you want to improve self-discipline, make it easy for yourself to focus on what you're doing. So before you start doing something, disable all notifications, emails, smartphones, and all kinds of alerts. Make sure your desk is clean and the room you're working in is free of distractions as well. Then start a timer and focus religiously on what you're doing. If you experiment with this for a few days, you'll notice that your productivity has skyrocketed and your self-discipline has improved. If you cannot eliminate some distractions, you might want to plan the activity that requires your full focus for a different time of the day. For example, if you need to keep your smartphone active during working hours, try to plan that activity for the early morning or for the evening. Number 5. Exercise. A new study shows that exercising might increase your self-discipline. A group of sedentary persons were asked to exercise for a period of time. At the end of this period, tests showed that their self-control increased. What is even more notable is that even after 1 month, the self-control levels were still high. But how is this possible? If you think about it, exercising is a form of practicing delayed gratification. For example, you have to change your clothes, warm up, and start running when you go jogging. And then when you get back home, you feel the runner high, which is the delayed gratification. Before starting any new training program, especially if you're a sedentary person, check with your doctor if it's appropriate for you. But you don't need a personal trainer or a gym to start exercising. Even going for a walk for half an hour every day will help you develop your discipline. And it'll have a myriad of other very good side effects for your health. Number 6. Take care of your mind. Your mind is a central part of your self-discipline, and that's why one of the first things you should do to develop it is to take care of your mind. The best exercise for the mind is meditation. Meditation is scientifically proven to improve self-discipline. and it actually thickens and creates new neurons for the part of the brain that is responsible for it. But meditating doesn't have to be complicated. Just sit comfortably on a chair, close your eyes, and start paying attention to your breathing pattern. The main challenge here is to remain conscious of your breathing. As soon as you forget about your breathing, gently bring your attention back to your breath again. Doing this every morning for just 5 minutes a day will have a massive impact on your self-discipline development. Number 7. Avoid self-judgment. The biggest trap when building self-discipline is to judge yourself when you fail. There's nothing worse than this for your self-discipline development. When you judge yourself, you're punishing yourself for trying to improve. So the next time you fail to do something, try to understand what the error was and take note of it. But then also make sure to note how you're progressing on improving your self-discipline, and celebrate that as well. In this way, you're reacting in a much more balanced way, and this will help you in the long-term improvement of self-discipline. Number 8. Don't play the victim. When you play the victim, you're trying to justify the lack of progress and the lack of change. Instead, do the opposite. Take responsibility. Whatever life throws at you, focus on what you can control. For example, maybe your employer just fired you and it isn't even your fault. Well, that happened, and you cannot control what already happened. But you can control what happens next. You can start searching for new jobs, post your resume online, or improve your skills. When you take action instead of playing the victim, you're improving your self-discipline muscles and being rewarded for it in the process, creating a virtuous loop in your life and starting to feel more in control and less anxious. Number 9. Review your day. Before going to bed, make sure to journal about your victories and your mistakes. After a while, you'll start to see some patterns emerge, and you'll be able to correct what you're doing wrong and do more of what you're doing good. Try to write down all the occasions where your self-discipline has been tested, and how you were or were not able to pass the test. Over time, this will prove a precious resource for increasing your self-discipline. Every evening, also write down at least one way you can improve tomorrow. When you journal, and especially when writing down your mistakes, remember to never indulge in self-judgment, and always try to keep a balanced view of your strengths and weaknesses. To help with this, remember to always list at least 3 things you will be grateful for that day. Number 10. Use a habit tracker. Building new habits is perhaps the most effective way to develop self-discipline. The easiest way to keep track of your habits is the habit tracker. The habit tracker can be weekly or monthly. It's a list of the daily habits you want to implement in your life. Then for each habit, you can cross the corresponding day when you actually perform the habit. You can find plenty of free habit trackers online that you can print, or you can create one for yourself with pen and paper. Remember to start small with easy habits and make them more difficult as you improve, and celebrate your wins. Also, don't aim for perfection but for improvement. Don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button to receive more videos like this in the future. Also, watch this video now. It'll show you how to quickly stop procrastinating. I'll see you in the next video.